We are here with head track and field coach at Philander College, Chris McConnell. Chris, welcome to the Gulf Coast Athletic Conference Track and Field Championship.
It's a pleasure to be here. I'm excited about my team, excited that we are rebuilding our program. We haven't had track and field here in, I believe, 5 years, and so I'm excited to do great things. I'm excited for my athletes. I think they're going to make some noise today.
Talk a little bit about what you have done, what your athletes have done, and certainly what Philander has done to reintroduce track and field after such a long period without having the sport.
Well, initially, started working at Philander Smith in November, early November, and then started to meet with the track and field athletes, the ones that were interested in competing, and we started to rebuild our program. Now, I did have a bit of a challenge due to the fact that most of them were freshmen, so I had to go through the process of getting them eligible with the NAIA clearinghouse. But God blessed us, and now I have 4 competing athletes today, and I will have probably 15 to 30 athletes next year due to their clearinghouse eligibility, and so I'm excited. We're here.
Now, you are in your first year as head track and field and cross country coach at Philander Smith, but you have an amazing background in track and field.
Mm-hmm.
Graduate of Houston Tillis, and you all-conference, all-American in the 800, 400, 1600 meter relay.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us a little bit about how your background in track and field has prepared you to make the transition from athlete to coach.
Well, the one thing that I always tell my athletes is that I was never the most elite or greatest athlete in college or in sports in general, but I always teach them what I call the 3 Ds, and that's dedication, discipline, and determination. If you can internalize and execute those 3 things, you will be the most outstanding athlete that you can be, because I'm not training my athletes just to be track and field or basketball or baseball, whatever sport that they are competing in. I'm training them to be athletes, because an athlete is an overall cohesive individual. We do a lot of strength conditioning. We do a lot of abdominal work to strengthen their core, to develop their foundation. And that's a lot of what I did on my own when I was a collegiate student. I had the pleasure of working with strength conditioning coach Bruce Johnson. He's a strength conditioning coach for Sonia Richardson-Ross, Natasha Hastings, Mookie Salam, Aaron Ross, and so just have that blessing to be able to have that mentorship under him. I've learned a lot from him as well, and so now I'm implementing not only what I've learned under him, but also just under my own coaching to be able to implement that into the athletes.